Good evening, YouTube friends and family. This is Laura coming to you with a short video. And today we're going to be discussing truth. Can you handle the truth? We're going to attempt to answer 4 questions with this video. What is your truth? How do you voice your truth and when? When is a good time to voice your truth? What will be the end result of exposing your truth? And how do you move forward after telling the truth? Well, my friend, what is truth? What is your truth? Your truth is who you are. It's the sum total of all your life experiences. It's your past. It's your present. It's the stuff that you're made of. It's everything that you've been through, your successes, your failures. It's who you are. It's who you expect to be. It's your actions, your reactions, your thoughts, that inner dialogue that you have with yourself every day. It's your memory. It's your recall. My friend, it's the man in the mirror. It's the person that you wake up with every day and the person that you go to bed with every night. That is your truth. It's your story. It's a story that only you, my friend, can tell it. Now, how do I voice my truth and when? Well, first of all, you start with love. When you're voicing your truth, you have to come from the angle of love. You have to be ready to deal with the consequences of exposing your truth. You have to be ready to deal with people's reactions, lack of reactions, their refusal to believe you. You have to be ready to confront your own truth within yourself. You have to personally, first of all, before you can tell it, you have to get to a point where you've dealt with your truth. You can't be ashamed of it. You can't hide it. You can't lie about it. You can't deny it. You can't patch it up and package it up to make it look pretty. The truth is the truth. And eventually we all have to come face to face with our own truth. There's no getting around it. Now, when you tell your truth, and as I mentioned before, being willing to deal with the consequences, when you're telling your truth and you're coming from the angle of love, you're looking for possible reconciliation. You're looking for acknowledgement, validation, closure, an apology. But my friend, what if you never get that? You have to be okay with that. You have to be able to move forward anyway. You have to be able to talk about your truth if none of these things ever happen. And you have to be willing to stand by your truth, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. Your truth is your truth and you have to stand on it. I once heard Lisa Nichols tell a person that was interviewing her, and I don't know how many of you know Lisa Nichols, but she's a best-selling author, a teacher, a speaker, and an entrepreneur. And she went from being on welfare and homeless to a multimillionaire, a self-made woman, all from telling her truth, her story, and getting others and encouraging others to tell their truth and their story. Now, this is what she said, and I quote, "Once I tell my truth, what you think of me is none of my business." So, my friend, the right time to tell your truth is when you get to the point of when you don't care what people think about you. What will be the end result of you telling your truth? People may not believe you. You may never get the things you're searching for. You may never get closure. Okay? But the truth is not diminished based on people's reaction, lack of reaction, or if they choose to believe you or not. It's not diminished by how many people believe you or not. Your truth is your truth. It's not their truth. And one thing that I dislike entirely is when someone else tries to tell another person their truth about their life, their story. You can't tell anyone else their truth about their life and their story. Their truth is their truth, and your truth is your truth. Don't go trying to change someone else's truth. Now, number 4, how do I move forward after telling my truth? Well, my friend, James Baldwin has a famous quote, and I'm quite sure many of you have heard this or read it or both. To thyself be true. That is how you move forward, by being true to yourself. You must stay true, my friend, to self. That man in the mirror, as I told you before, the one that you wake up with and the one that you go to bed with at night, you must be able to look that man or woman eye to eye in the mirror every day with a clear conscience. No hang-ups, no looking down, no running from your truth, no hiding from it. Get to the point where you're not even embarrassed by your truth. That's how you move forward. You can't be embarrassed by your truth. So what if someone decides to run and gossip about it and say, girl, she did this and she did that. So what? Your truth is your truth. Stick by it. Stand on it. Because you know what, my friend? We all have some truths that we don't want to be told. We all have truths that we want to hide and that may not be so pretty to hear or so nice to talk about. But it's our truth. It's what happened. And so you have to get to the point that you can move forward and be comfortable with that. Be comfortable with the consequences of it. You also have to be able to forgive whatever happened. Forgive the people. Forgive the situations. My friend, and forgive yourself. Your truth may not be so pretty, but that's okay. Forgive yourself and forgive those involved in your truth, your life. Just recently, I had to confront someone in my past, and I came from the angle of love. I was hoping to reconcile, to save the relationship. I was hoping for closure, acknowledgement, validation, and apology. But my friend, I never got it. And I'm okay with that. I told the truth. And I wanted that person to know my truth and how I perceived things from our past. But they weren't ready to deal with it. And you can't force someone to deal with something if they're not ready to deal with it. So I was okay with that. But at the end, my friend, in order for me to move forward, I had to make sure to tell that person, I forgive you. This, and this is what happened, but I forgive you. And I love you. And then also, my friend, God knows all and he sees all. And so you and God know the truth. And we have to be accountable for our truth to God. Well, I'm going to cut it short right here. Thank you for listening, my friend. If you enjoy the content of my YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share. And until we meet again, bye-bye, my friends.